Are continuing to follow a major data leak at Beaumont Health tonight. A former employee accessed and shared personal information of nearly 1,200 patients. Good evening, I'm Brian Abel.
And I'm Amira David. Thank you so much for joining us. The information includes, among other things, patient names, addresses, reason for their treatment, and social security numbers. The former employee worked at the Dearborn location.
And that is where we find 7 Action News reporter Jen Shantz. And Jen, you spoke to a couple of experts on this. I'm sure affected patients want to know, how did a breach like this happen?
Yeah, that obviously is the big question here tonight, Brian. Most large health networks have shared electronic medical record system, but the only people that are supposed to be accessing that data are current and credentialed employees. Now, according to Beaumont Health, this employee who was terminated allegedly shared this information with someone working on behalf of a personal injury attorney.
For this type of thing to happen, this type of breach, this is extremely egregious.
Friday, Beaumont Health notified nearly 1,200 patients of a data breach. According to the health system, which launched an investigation, a former employee at the Dearborn location had unauthorized access to the records. Between February of 2017 and October of 2019, disclosed information, including, among other things, patient addresses, their reason for treatment, insurance information, and social security numbers.
In the world of cybersecurity, when people leave the company, you have to deprovision their access. That's number one.
When was this person classified as a former employee? Was it before or was it after the breach?
From a legal standpoint, attorney Arnold Reed says HIPAA was clearly violated here. But in terms of taking legal action against the hospital, patients may be limited.
Unless you can prove what we call actual damages, then the path to a lawsuit is very difficult. You have to prove actual harm.
Beaumont has also taken steps to improve internal procedures to identify and remediate future threats in order to minimize the risk of a similar incident in the future, said a Beaumont spokesperson in a statement. The Michigan Health and Hospital Association has also been notified of the incident, which is being handled by the State Grievance Commission. It's still unclear if the employee in question will face charges and what those charges could be. Now, obviously, almost 1,200 people affected by this breach, but this is not the first time that we've reported on information being inappropriately accessed via this health system. Back in November, we told you about a woman suing Beaumont Health when a person affiliated with a separate health center affiliated with Beaumont Health inappropriately accessed and shared her data.
All right, Jen, and for affected patients, what should they be doing right now? They probably feel a little vulnerable.
Sure. Yeah, well, Beaumont is working with those patients who are affected. They are offering services to them, including free credit monitoring for those who had their social security numbers shared. But that cybersecurity expert mentioned to me tonight that if you're a patient and you feel like you've been affected, you should also stay in contact with the hospital and make sure they're following through on those protocols. Now, if you're watching this tonight and you think you may be affected, there is a number you can call, and that's on our website, WXYZ.com. Live in Dearborn tonight, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News. Back to you.